Good day, everybody. It's John Preto, Managing Director of NetLeaders. Welcome to March 14th, 2018. This is Happy Pi Day, right? 3.14. 3.14. It's affectionately known as Pi Day. You know Pi? So I think they're telling me this is episode 80 what, guys?
83.
80. This is the 83rd week of the weekly broadcast. It's amazing. Look forward to my second year anniversary. I've been doing streaming video now for 22 years this year, starting in 1996. We're able to take advantage of that wave back in the mid 90s and get in front of that and create opportunities for many people back then, 22 years ago, and the same phenomena happening now in this magnificent industry. I don't like the word cryptocurrency. I like digital asset plus blockchain. Just amazing. You know, every time I open up the newspaper or read the news online, there's new stories about the development of what's going on. And I don't think we've seen even the best application for the blockchain yet. I think there's going to be significant breakthroughs in that as far as applications go. But today's program is amazing. We've got a great piece by Michael Matthias. He's in an airplane up above us right now, flying from New York back to London or Serbia. But he was able to record a very important message for everybody. I'm just going to go over some quick housekeeping items, and then Michael's going to take over the remainder of the program, and then maybe I'll come back to close the show. But this is a very important segment that everybody should be watching. Of course, this will be archived and put up into the NetLeaders dashboard. So frequency right now is at 15.6 for about the next 24 hours. Upgrades still in progress. Make sure you check your web wallet to see your cycles and see if your upgrades have completed or not. I wanted to talk about payments really quickly. So the outgoing payments is operational right now, and some people are having some confusion over KYC. So any monies above, I think it's 450 euros or so, you have to be KYC'd. This outgoing payment platform is through our partner Berkeley FS Limited, and so we do not share our internal KYC with our partners. And so it does require you to complete additional KYC with them as Berkeley Financial FS partnership, and it's not that much to accomplish that. And so please understand that they're our partner. We've engaged with them to grow on a global basis to scale. As we grow, it was clear that we needed a global financial partner to facilitate payments in and out. And this is about a 12-month project that we've been working on. We've hit certain milestones now. We've got additional milestones to go before the payment in starts happening, and that's what's being worked on as we speak right now. And so this will get better over time. I just wanted to make that one distinction clear to everybody about the payment in. We're working on additional refinements in the FAQ on the NetLeaders site. That has grown. I remember when we first launched the site, Terry and Michael and George and I sitting in a hotel room up at 2 in the morning working on the FAQ, and I think we had about 8 or so FAQ items in there, questions and answers. And now that's growing and it's being refined on as we speak. People are working on that. So there's going to be tons of great information in that FAQ, in addition to the information that's in our knowledge base. So a lot of times if you go to support and ask a specific question, there's probably already an answer for your question in our knowledge base. And then the support team will quite often send those links out to an article that's already been fully enumerated in the knowledge base. And that knowledge base continues to grow as our support team grows, etc. Okay, guys, I think with that, I have some additional items that I'll talk about at the end of the program, but I want to get to this very important message from the CEO of Da스코인, Mr. Michael Matthias. Roll that tape, Blair.
Hello, everybody. I am speaking to you from my hotel room in New York City. It's been a really busy first part of the year, and I realize now I hadn't been coming on some of the Wednesday webinars, so I wanted to make sure that and I'll tell you that part of that has been that I've been unbelievably busy traveling. For example, the reason this is recorded is because I'll be on a plane during the live time when we have this webinar. But I wanted to reach out to everybody, touch base, give a little bit of an update of what's been happening, and just address a few things that have come up too. So I guess I want to start by just saying that we're preparing to get to the next level. The next level begins when the ecosystem has a unit, a store of value unit that will be traded on a public exchange or multiple public exchanges. And once we are at that level, a lot of other things can happen, and a lot of our ecosystem we start to reach the next stage of our ecosystem. And so, as everybody knows here, we are heading for that place on April 27th, and we're doing a big event in London. And after that, we will be moving into this next stage. And it involves a lot of other collaborative partners coming into our ecosystem and starting to develop it and adding their solutions onto our ecosystem and our platform. So in preparation for that, there's a lot of conversations going on, and that's where I've been traveling a lot and talking to a lot of different companies. There's incredible interest in our platform. We believe that this whole industry is really coming down to the competition is in the model. And so it's really going to come down to what platform can you count on to be future-proofed going forward. Where can you invest your time, energy, your attention, your resources to be assured that this will be sustainable, long-term, and stable? And that's what really has a lot of people that are well educated about the space, that know the industry. They can recognize the strength of our model, and it's just starting to get around. So we're going to be, we have some exciting developments coming up even before we launch that will reinforce this whole feeling, because I think we have been very misunderstood. This whole enterprise, this whole ecosystem has been misunderstood by many people. And we haven't really, I think a lot of you would say, like, why aren't we addressing this? Listen, until we are trading on a public exchange, that is very difficult. It's very difficult to make statements when, it's all in the actions, right? And so we've had to bite our tongue a little bit in this stage, head down, just keep building and working, and that's what we've done. And I personally, it's difficult. It's been difficult to not be able to address a lot of, because if there's any pet peeve I have, it's being misunderstood. And in this business, and anytime you're innovating, you're always going to be misunderstood. So it just comes with the territory. Doesn't mean it's any less frustrating. It's just something you have to accept. So we've been misunderstood. We're now going to be reinforcing the truth of the situation. And so at the end of this month, we'll be releasing our code base on GitHub. And this is not a change in our model. This is our model. This has always been our model. We only have, we're very open. Like if you go into our Daskcoin Explorer, you can, every bit of information that's on our blockchain is shared and can be queried by Daskcoin Explorer. So we're very transparent in that sense. Where the only place that we are not transparent is we're not transparent about our nodes. We're not transparent about where they are so that they cannot be attacked. So the one thing that we do very differently than virtually all the other solutions out there is that we keep a private peer-to-peer network. So the peer-to-peer socket is closed in our networking paradigm. You know, the networking configuration, it has a closed peer-to-peer socket. And that simply is done for, what it delivers for us is operational efficiency that's unparalleled. At the same time, it's incredibly secure. There's no possibility for forks the way there are with many, many other of the open systems, all have the possibility for forks. So this efficiency brings about also our ability to deliver incredibly fast performance. And because of how it's designed, the whole base of our system is built on the BitShares technology that's called graphene. And we are really pleased that we chose that technology to build on. We do think it is the longest it's the longest ledger right now in existence is the BitShares ledger. And it's I think it's one of the highest performing. There's only, you know, it's the one that's moving, that's kind of the most proven with the kind of speeds of 100,000 plus transactions. There's some emerging technologies coming on, and this is the beauty of our model. So our model allows us to incorporate emerging technologies. So I mean, that's one of the reasons I'm in New York City right now, is investigating a new ledger technology that we could incorporate. It looks very promising, and we could incorporate into our model, into our ecosystem. So, you know, think of our ecosystem as the best of technology solutions available in one ecosystem. So, yeah, our store of value unit, you know, Daskcoin, will be built on the graphene code base, and that it will always be the case. But there could be other elements in many of the other solutions are going to be built on top of graphene. So the same solution that Daskcoin is on. But the beauty is that they're going to talk to each other, those ledgers. So that's one of the elements of our model that is unique, and I think makes our platform so special. But there's going to be other solutions that are going to come, and we can easily incorporate those into our ecosystem. So it's really about having the right tool for the right job. And so we can evolve. That's the beauty of our model. We can evolve over time, and we can incorporate all these different models, all these different configurations of ledger technology. That's really what they are. So I want everyone to just, on that issue, there is going to be conversations going on. There are going to be conversations going on with different potential partners. Now, I've been called out, you know, it's like we say, oh, we're the currency of trust, so we should be fully transparent on everything. And I disagree. We are a hybrid model. We have some elements of privacy in our structure. And very similarly, in the way we conduct business, we have some elements of privacy. It's just what's needed we can't share everything. You know, it's impractical. So that's where I ask for you guys to, you know, be patient with that. We haven't made any formal announcements. We're going to be making many formal announcements about ecosystem partners And a lot of those are going to be kicked off in London. London is going to be the most amazing event we have done by far, and there's going to be more information shared in London than in any other of our events. It's really, you will see, and you can, call me out on this one if it's not the case, but I guarantee you it is going to be the case. We're going to be at a different level in this event, and in what we deliver in this event, we're going to be taking ourselves to that next level of business. We will be breathing different air at that time. We will be very visibly open, with the exception of our peer-to-peer network, which by design will remain private. It's by design. And we think that's the better way. That's the better model. Interestingly, there's no one else that we're aware of that pursues this model, and it makes us very unique. And it gives us a really, really incredible competitive edge. So my, one point I want to make here is, if there is any event that you are going to be going to in your time in this ecosystem, this is the event to go to. It really will be history making. I know we have talked about that in previous events, and they were history making. They were building up to this event, to tell you the truth. This event, I believe, is really the biggest. It's the most fundamentally significant event that we will do probably in the history of the ecosystem, just because of where it takes us. So absolutely get to London. It is going to be an amazing event, and it's going to really allow you to get into the fundamentals of this business and understand what we're doing. Because I am telling you, we don't know collectively as a group really the full impact of what's going on here. It's going to be coming out more and more. I know that we even this opportunity deck is the reason you don't have it right now is because we're tweaking this to get some of the full impact to you, because there is some fundamental pieces that have not been understood about what we're doing. So that I want to leave there. But just know that there are some talks. I'm in conversations. Other people in the ecosystem are in conversations with a lot of different companies and a lot of different people, solution providers, hardware applications. We have an ICO platform that will be launching later in the year. There's a lot of people that recognize the strengths of our whole ecosystem, and they want to have their ICO on our platform, on our ecosystem. So there's going to be a ton happening there. One of the things you've seen that we have announced is the Paris event. So just to give you some color on that, unfortunately, it is not something that it's not for the advocate base. It's a very small event. It's at the top of the Eiffel Tower. There's not a lot of room there, and we're doing a fashion show. What it is we are going to be doing, because of our very efficient blockchain technology, we are the most cost-effective solution for any industry, and we are reaching out to a number of industries and offering them solutions. And so the first one just happens to be the fashion industry, but we're going to be coming out with, there's some music related solutions that are coming, entertainment, so film, there's going to be some sports, there's a lot of stuff that's coming that our industry, and then there's the true industry blockchains that get into insurance and the whole supply chain. There's an immense amount of solutions coming, and so this is just kicking it off. This is it's an event for us as the ecosystem to reach out to fashion industry leaders and let them know about a solution for, there's a couple of issues, protecting creative works, and then also for provenance, which is confirming the origination of design items, products that are being designed, to make sure these are really authentic. So there's some really interesting solutions there that will be happening on March 26th. Uh, we will make a, we'll be sharing more information about that. We now have just brought on, or we're just in the process of having brought on Burson Marsteller as a PR firm, world class PR. I would say it's the best public relations firm in the world. Will now be working on behalf of the ecosystem. So there'll be a lot, you're going to see a lot more coming out, a lot more information about what we are doing as an ecosystem. I do want to clarify, I was on at an event, there was a great event that went on in Korea, and I went on that event and I made a statement about the exchanges. For the first time, I went on public record about our launch on the 27th and how that might happen. So let me reaffirm that, clarify it. So on the 27th of April, we intend to launch Daskcoin on 1 to 3 exchanges. And the idea is we want to cultivate a market. And so we don't want to stratify and fragment all of the activity, all of the interest into various places. We want to grow that very similar to just how we've been growing our internal exchange. We want to, just slowly start to grow this. So we think the rational place is this 1 to 3 exchanges. And so that's where it will start. And then very quickly, and kind of with the right, in balance with what's going on those exchanges, we will expand that and be adding more exchanges. So, we want to have a significant number of exchanges offering Daskcoin. So that's where we're going, and it'll start with 1 to 3. It's likely that we will announce the name of the 1 to 3 that we'll be launching with, or at least one of the 1 to 3 during the lead up to that that launch event. So we're not. I said possibly the week of. We're gonna. I can't tell you exactly when we will do it. I'm just saying that our intention is to allow the advocate base to. We want to make an announcement so that you can get an account if you have an interest in that at one of the exchanges, and so that you'll be in position to start to buy or sell on one of those exchanges. So that's kind of the design of that. And so I just wanted to clarify that that's how that will go. So this is getting a little longer than I wanted, so I will just leave it at that. I just want to do one more plug, so to speak. It's not a plug. It's just the bottom line is that this London event is just going to be so special that you don't want to miss it. So I'm just thinking about each one of you that you're going to want to be at this thing. This is going to be absolute history-making event. And so I will leave it at that. I will turn it back over to John. I hope everyone. We in the lead up to this event, it's a moment to really take advantage of, because it's a great time to reinforce and get people into our system. Having a license, this is a moment for them to get into that. Now they can, obviously the license program continues on and will continue on for the foreseeable future, long into the future. That's the way we create new coins. So a lot of people, that's been a misconception out there. It's like, oh, once we go public, oh, then what happens to the license? Well, that's the way we actually create new coins. So we have less than 7%, I think, of our total supply that's been minted. and less than 1% of our total supply is in hot wallets right now. So we're going to go into how, and this is a new section that we're going to be adding to the Daskcoin website, understanding Daskcoin, because we've come a long way, but collectively we don't fully all understand Daskcoin, and so we're going to get into that and why we are so different, because our distribution model is the most unique in the entire industry. And so I will be publishing an article about that exact point, how we're different, how our distribution model is different, because it's so unique. So with that, I am going to get back to things. I've got to get out of here. I'm on a plane very soon. So while you're hearing this, I will be on a plane. And I wish everybody a great week. And I'll be jumping on some more of the calls leading up to the event in London. So look for that coming soon. Thanks, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much, Michael, for that great, informative piece. We got that late last night from Michael. Fantastic information. Michael does a fantastic job articulating our strategy, and we're so excited to have Michael as part of the leadership team, the CEO of Daskcoin. He's an amazing leader. I've known him for a long time, and the guy is an absolute he's a treasure to behold. Thank you very much, Michael, for that very nice piece, and look forward to seeing everybody in London, which is 26th, 27th, and 28th. It's going to be an amazing event. The Paris event too. That's going to be very, very fun. I'll be there in Paris with the leadership team as well. So that ought to be exciting news. Some of you guys have seen that news been posted out on the web. People wanting to confirm that. That's in coming up here in a few weeks, a week away. So that's going to be exciting as well. And that's really all I have on my agenda today, this week. Great stuff happening. The family's growing. We've had leaders come here to the office here in Las Vegas. Diamond leader Dania was here a couple weeks back again. It's so nice to have her in the office, her first visit to the office. And so we look forward to hosting many more of you here at the Las Vegas office. And with that, I will see you guys next week, maybe or maybe not. I'll be traveling next week, so we have to figure out the logistics of next week's show. But certainly there'll be something for you guys to tune into. We will see you soon.